The U.S. has struck another alleged drug boat in the Pacific, killing 2 people. U.S. Southern Command posted this video of the attack on social media. It marks the 30th strike on suspected drug vessels in the region since September, killing at least 107 people. Before a meeting with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu yesterday, President Trump confirmed the first known U.S. land strike inside Venezuela.
There was a major explosion in the dock area where they load the boats up with drugs. They load the boats up with drugs. So we hit all the boats, and now we hit the area.
CBS News senior White House and political correspondent Ed O'Keefe joins us now from West Palm Beach, Florida. Ed, what do we know about the strike?
Not much, Lindsay. The president saying that this happened, and he had actually first said this in a radio interview that aired Friday, but reiterated on Monday that it has happened. It was this apparent spot where drug boats are allegedly loaded up with drugs. Wouldn't specify where it was, when this attack happened, and when asked specifically about the CIA and whether they were the ones conducting the operation, he said, I know who did it, but he wouldn't confirm whether it was the military, the CIA, or some other entity. Of course, this strike comes amid the ongoing strikes on alleged drug boats in the Eastern Pacific and the Caribbean Sea. There was another Monday. And of course, as the U.S. has tried to stop several oil tankers coming and going from Venezuela.
After President Trump's meeting with Netanyahu, he issued warnings to both Hamas and Iran. We talked about it after the fact, but what can you tell us about what he said and what news was made?
Yeah, and this is driven by Israel's concern that, in their view, that Iran is beginning to restock its ballistic missile supply, telling that the president, when asked about it, said, well, if that's confirmed, it's a serious situation, but didn't seem to agree necessarily that that is indeed happening. Take a listen to some of what he had to say in response.
Iran may be behaving badly. It hasn't been confirmed. But if it's confirmed, look, they know the consequences. Consequences will be very powerful, maybe more powerful than the last time.
Of course, there were strikes over the summer conducted by the United States and Israel that are believed to have at least severely damaged 3 different sites that housed elements of Iran's nuclear weapons development program. In this case, it's ballistic missiles that Israel alleges they're restocking. And in essence, part of this trip was designed for Netanyahu to come here and essentially get permission from the president to strike if they feel the need. But you saw him there say, well, if that's true, yes, but clearly the United States isn't necessarily there with Israel and agreeing on what exactly they're up to.
Thanks so much.